What do you got?
Short agenda. First on the hit parade is the NLC service line warranty. We've been addressed, have been asked by a National League of Cities. They are promoting this program that people can warranty their lines coming into the house. They can buy insurance on it, and they want to know if the city's willing to back them as the provider of this. I brought this forward to you just because they asked me to. Because I didn't want to say no without getting an opinion from you all.
Service?
No, sorry. I'm up into warranty.
Yeah.
I mean, as Zach and I were talking about, it presents a situation, are you solely putting this one company as the sole provider of this? And is that really fair? People want to warranty their water line coming in, they can do it a number of different directions without going to just one provider.
Do you have my letters for everybody to sign? I'm not interested in that. No.
I just didn't want to say no without asking. That's how my opinion.
We appreciate that, Mike.
Well, it's one of those minor things, but you know what, if you don't ask,
Right.
they're going to be into calling council and saying, well, how come you didn't ask?
Right.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Community showcase video program. This is what was done a few years ago. It's just an update. I talked to Rosua. One of the things they have, you'll see, it's on our website. It talks about welcome and then some different things. We're going to do a little different this time, but there's no cost to the city. They earn their income by advertising. So it's just that they want to update it. It's been a little while. So.
And Wayne suggested, and I think it's a good idea, that we showcase the transfer station. So.
Right. Okay. Sounds great.
Yeah, I think there's 5 components, and one of them really should be, the transfer station, because it is a unique offering for the city of Latrobe. So. And, the rest of it, obviously, welcome, and the rest of them will tailor to really get some input from council on that. Those are the 2 things I have, and then Mr. Zach here has a couple.
The chicken and bee ordinance is going to be up for a vote again the next session. We're going to start the session a little early for the next one to have the public comments section of the meeting addressing chicken and bees. Otherwise, there really hasn't been much change. We're following the municipality's planning code, and that's before the county right now for their comments. Their time period to make comments is going to expire before the meeting, so we're all set to address it.
Are we going to just start at our regular time at 6:30, do that first, and then?
I think it was 6:15.
Yeah, I think we're averaging times. I mean, we normally do it at 6:30 and just do the first part of it.
I don't care how you do it.
I mean, sorry, it's up to
You guys
all.
have a preference?
Well, we put it in the newspaper for 6:15, but moving
Okay.
forward, we can do it at 6:30.
Okay.
I just-
We'll plan on being here at
you all get
6:15 on the next meeting.
It was already in the paper, is that?
Yes.
And I suggest we probably ought to go to 6:15.
And then in the future, I can do it during regular time.
Usually it's good. Right.
Yeah. And that'll just go on public comment.
Okay.
Stop will be a little while.
The next item is small cell tower ordinance. We were approached a period of time ago by Mobility in reference to putting small utility devices or small cell antennas on existing utility poles, and then the construction of a 70-foot pole near the hospital in the right-of-way in a residential district. Since that point in time, I've reviewed some materials in relation to other municipalities addressing this issue, and I've looked at the federal and state regulations regarding these types of installations. I've talked with some experts in the field. Unfortunately, there is somewhat of a gap in our ordinance. It doesn't address smaller installations like this in the right-of-way by a public utility or an entity purporting to hold public utility status. So at the next meeting that we have in August, we're going to be asking council for the authority to start drafting an ordinance to address this, so they don't just pop up everywhere unregulated.
Are we proposing that we allow this?
Well, it's kind of a catch-22. We don't have much. We can't just deny it in banks because they want to be in the right of way, and it is an organization holding a certificate of public utility. so we can't just deny it outright, but we can allow for responsible regulation, very low height tolerances, things of that nature to make sure that it's necessary, because we can't just give a blanket denial and violate federal law either.
Well, I don't want to do that.
No, I wouldn't want you to.
That's what you're here for.
Yeah, I'm busy
Stop
enough,
trouble.
but yeah, it's really busy. So, like I said, at the next meeting, I'll bring the status up on this, ask for the authority to begin preparing an ordinance to address these installations. We'll, under the FCC regulations, we'll have to hold a public hearing at some point in time to allow for industry representatives to give their scientific information, things of that nature as well.
That's it?
That's all I have.
The last thing of which we wasn't going to talk about, I included in the information I gave you, one of the issues that came up with parking in town, and just what you know, the letter I sent out just enforces the standards that they are. Are you talking about the Lehigh situation? Have you talked to the people? We Am went over and talked to them today. Yes, we talked, and we gave them a letter.
And that's attached.
That's
And
it.
is that, do you think that's going to be resolved?
It should be. I had some reservations, and when Chief comes back, we'll talk about it.
What did they mean by they have a permit?
I don't know. I don't know. I think they obviously do not have a permit.
I've never heard of a permit that allows people to park on the sidewalk.
No, and you know, it's the no parking area was put on that side of the street because it was tight for trucks. And trucks were backing up and having trouble coming through, and you know, the neighbors were getting fumed out, you know, the exhaust fumes were killing them. So it was done for that reason, so there's no reason to change it. It's just the fact that there seems to be some miscommunication, perhaps maybe even within our police department, and I need to address that one sometime back.
So, so that we're clear, we want to make sure that Jim and the police check this regularly and,
Yes.
and enforce it as necessary before somebody gets hurt or there's an accident.
Again, and it was, and as I said to Mr. Lehigh, I said basically the fact that, you know, let me know, I'm unaware of this, you
Right.
probably be on these things.
Right.
So,
Okay.
but I wanted you to see what we sent, so that if somebody asks, you've got the latest information.
And you sent this letter to who?
This actually was handed to the owner.
And
Well,
did-
it's not the owner of the building, it's the owner of the business.
And did you get back to Lehigh with
Not
what
yet.
you've done? But you will send him a copy? For-
Do you know who the owner of the building is?
Yeah.
The owner, I'm not sure the name of the owner of the building. The business owner is different than the owner of the building.
I think it's the elders. They own fences.
I think the owner should probably get one too, so he's aware of what's going on.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I don't know if, I know we dropped this off and I got a phone call very quickly, so information was spread pretty quick to the business. You know, so.
Is there any-
Move like that.
Okay, is there anybody in the audience that wants to talk about anything or has anything going on? Mike, anything going on with you?
Nothing new. We're short another guy, just to fill you in, Todd Dalton. He had surgery.
Okay.
So he's going to be out for a while. It was from the fall. But he's doing well. He's out of the hospital. He's at home. And
That's good.
but we should be paving Wood Street Thursday. Wood and James Street. We're going to be milling it with Dairy Township on Wednesday. So on Thursday we'll pave it. And still waiting on a date from Russell Standard for Tarnship. As soon as I find out that, I'll be sending out notifications to all the residents, letting them know, you know, what dates we're going to be seal coating and, you know, when to park and when not to park on the road.
Okay. Council, anything?
Mike, the street sweeper's up and running, right?
Yes, everything's up and running. Unfortunately, lately with being down a few people, we haven't been able to run it as much as I prefer, but once things get settled, we're going to have it on schedule and get everything cleaned up.
The residents have seen it.
Yes.
Mine has been in my neighborhood.
Yes.
They'll get there, they'll get there.
We're also, I think, going to address some issues too later on with some streets. There's a lot of streets we can't get down to sweep, parking on both sides.
Right.
So, we're going to figure out that.
We brought this up before about maybe notifying residents, hey, I know a lot of times they do it on Saturdays and stuff, which is, it's fine. Maybe notifying residents 2 weeks ahead of time, say, hey, we're going to do 5th Ward area, we're going to do 3rd Ward, 1st Ward,
Yes.
That's your department,
Yes.
I'm just throwing options out there.
Yeah, no, I greatly appreciate that, and that's the same thing we were thinking.
Council, I know council's getting beat up, but.
Yeah, and
I
then
usually get-
notifying them that, we're gonna be in their areas to try to keep their cars
Exactly.
off the main
Most,
street.
most places have alleyways to park in or what.
Right.
Just for the day or whatnot.
Right.
We had our first meeting of the parking committee, and one of the things that was discussed was the issue with cars on the road and things like that. So they'll be addressing that more going forward. As far as, there's places where because of parking on the side of the street, you can't get a truck there.
Right.
So,
What about, what's going on with the Banana Split Festival? Do you have another meeting
the last one, I didn't go to. I'm not
this
sure.
Thursday? Where is it?
We're going to do a walkthrough.
What time?
Well, I said, well, we're going to walk the 5K. 4 o'clock.
It's at the whole committee.
Yeah.
We're coming down to the wire.
Yeah.
We're here before we know it. What's the date? August 26th through 28th. Are you, the chief and Mike are aware of everything that's going on?
Oh, yeah, they've actually got maps and everything. They're all.
Yes, we've been informed well, and, we're having everything set out, detour and road
Yeah,
posts.
it's really important for, us to look our best, because I think this has national attention implications. So I think it's really important that we put our Sunday clothes on.
Well, and we because like Mike's new, and I'm still relatively new, the thing is, we want to do a little more formally, so the committee's been nice to provide us with formal maps, day-to-day, this is what's going to happen this day. So we have a good idea, and they're going to have to coordinate better.
And people need to understand, this is only our 4th year, so it grew tremendously from year 2 to year 3, and I expect the same thing to happen with 3 to 4, and I think as we keep doing it year to year, we're going to get better and smarter, and I know we've taken suggestions from people from last year that said, we didn't know where to find the food, so now they're planning on making sure that the food's all in the same area, and
Banana splits.
banana splits in town as opposed to so there's a lot of, we're taking all the input that we get from people, and I think it's just going to make for a better and better event every year. And I'm sure you've all saw the banana split stamp, so that was kind of fun. Where's my thing?
What thing?
Don't tell me that. I'm gonna have to warn you. The post office gave me a really nice plaque of the banana split with a placard on it, and I gave it to Wayne and asked him to
I haven't seen it.
put it up somewhere in the
We're
city,
going to hang it downstairs when you're first standing by the window there. I'll be behind you.
so we can share it with the public.
Yeah, or let's just, like I said, we'll hang it down.
I didn't want it here because I just thought it would be better for people that are coming in and out to see it. It's really nice.
I think we need a collage on that wall, yeah.
Well, we definitely do. We have an executive session to go into, unless there's anything else, yes.
Yeah, seeing how with this whole bee and chicken thing, how long it takes us to go through the formal process. I'd like us to start discussing, and I know several of us have been getting questions and requests about it, amending our no burn ordinance. So I don't know if that's something to put on the next agenda. Slight amendment, I'm not looking for us to open anything. I'm thinking recreational,
Yeah, we
hot
got
dog and s'more kind of thing.
to talk with Chief Brazil.
Yeah, I've been trying to get in contact with him.
I've been getting a lot of requests for that too over the years. And I don't know, as what you guys think as firemen. But I think if we did something like that, we'd have to regulate the size, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
To make sure.
I think there's a lot of things we want to.
In the container, like, there's a big difference between burning and,
A burn barrel and a,
yeah, or even
Also
like
like
an
the
open
burning.
fire,
Yeah.
but having it contained in
Put a
the
screen on top
pits
of it.
that you get from Lowe's,
what do you guys think
Electric
about it?
burning.
I think we need to look at it.
Okay,
It does need looked at, but it has to be strictly regulated. You know, we've
Right.
got houses so close,
Right.
injected embers.
right.
That's basically why it was initially adopted.
Yeah, plus I think back when it was adopted, these burn pits were not even out there. I mean, if you were gonna have a fire, you were gonna, a bonfire or whatever, you were doing it on your yard with, so, I mean, these are things. that
You could regulate how many feet it has to be from structure or
Yeah.
something like that,
Tons,
which,
too.
that might end up prohibiting people, but.
So
It's
can
for
we,
safety though,
can we put something on the agenda for August to authorize the solicitor to investigate some ordinances, and, in similar municipalities? Because I think a lot of municipalities have that.
I thought you could
Yeah.
also
I can
control
generate a report.
Huh?
I can generate a report.
Okay,
the fire
Right.
in the process.
Well, I'm thinking that could be a thing for our safety committee. Safety
Yeah,
committee, you could have those with the fire chief and the police chief.
well, that's a good idea. The safety committee, maybe between now and
Why don't,
I don't know if you can do it between now and the August meeting.
Yeah, well,
maybe try to-
instead of, I'm not saying rushing it, but why don't we give it a couple months for everybody to get together, Rosie? So when they sit down for the first time, they got something in common.
Well, that's a really good idea, because I don't think anybody really needs a burn pit right now.
No.
Not enough.
But it'd be nice if it gets done before winter, maybe.
Or the fall.
Well, yeah, like people could do it during the fall, that'd be a good trial period for us.
Well, Zach, do you think you could have a draft of something for them to look at by the August meeting? And
Yeah.
they could take to the safety committee meeting?
Yeah, because we would need, after the draft ordinance is prepared and substantially in final form, then we would need 30 days notice to the county before we acted upon it.
So maybe he can give us something to look at, and
Yeah.
something for the safety committee to start from as far as what ordinances are out there. Or what.
And this, to be clear, this is just recreational fires. It's not burning garbage or
No.
No weeds,
Clean garbage, nothing.
No garbage.
Do you have something like this in Marysville?
Yeah, our burn ordinance is that recreational burning is excluded from the burn ordinance, so you can always do it. And then it's Monday through Saturday, if you have a permit, which is like $2, you can burn wood and things of that nature for other than recreational purposes to get rid of it. And you also can't burn on holidays.
Yeah, I don't really want to change our downtown burn ordinance other than for these little fire pits.
People start throwing leaves,
Yeah.
smoke.
And then you got,
Because I'm right at the edge of Union Township, and we get the smoke and everything else coming over to Latrobe.
In the burn, when they're burning?
Yes, just imagine if it was right next to your house.
Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, don't forget Steeler Fest, ESPN's gonna be in town, so.
And don't forget
When you want to, sorry.
National Night Out. Is that what you're going to say?
Yeah.
But I think,
Give you
is
the
that after our
incentive
council
to
meeting?
find some easy-
Yeah, that's Tuesday.
Our council meeting's Monday.
It's the second.
Wait,
The ninth.
it's the
The
9th.
ninth, the ninth.
Yeah, so it's yeah, our council meeting's the 8th, National Night Out's the 9th, and Steeler Fest is the 5th,
Yeah, Friday.
Friday the 5th.
Yes.
So lots, again, clean us up, Mike.
I will. It's the priority.
Keep us looking good.
Thank you.
That will be a lot of national attention.
Nice fireworks, too.
To those of you in the public that are here and you guys, the reporters, we're going to come back to adjourn, but that's it. So there'll be no other business. Well, we don't have to adjourn. This is an agenda process. So we're going to go into executive session. Okay. It shouldn't take too long. I just have a couple things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take those in. Mary or Chris, do you want anything from anybody?